Hey, how's it going, my mercenary family? Cause Mercenary bringing you a new video, and today I want to talk about the controversy that has happened after the LUDWIG vs Tyler 1 exhibition match at EVO. But before we continue this video, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I would really appreciate that. I would appreciate all your support and love. But other than that, let's get back into the video. EVO Vegas is happening right now as we speak, and the Tyler 1 vs LUDWIG exhibition match already occurred. I was actually looking forward to seeing the LUDWIG vs Tyler 1 exhibition match. Ultimately, I feel like it could have been a little bit better, but all in all, I had a decent time watching it. Although LUDWIG and Tyler 1 aren't a big part of the fighting game communities, they're both big content creators. So I was really excited to see more people get into fighting games because of their little match that they were going to have at EVO this year. The event was a little lackluster, especially in the part of Tyler 1. I mean, Tyler 1 got destroyed, got annihilated, huh? And the end score was 3-10, LUDWIG winning the whole match. It was crazy. I was really rooting for Tyler 1 to win, but ultimately LUDWIG he just had more experience. It shows he had more experience with fighting games. He actually practiced like classic controls, so he was probably able to do different combos in different situations that were more niche than Tyler 1 with his modern controls. It just really shows you the difference between both competitors. It also didn't help Tyler 1 that he's not really good against Marissa. So during the event, there was a lot of trash talk, or quote unquote trash talk. Like, I just find it funny that in the fighting game community, we trash talk one another, but because we really don't mean it that badly. Like there's only been very few and far like events that are real hatred brewed, and there was real trash talk, right? But when it comes to events like this, it's a little cheesy, a little corny, all right? And it's just, you know, it's that they don't practice like they do in WWE or whatever. So it's just coming out the first thing that comes out of their head. One of the things LUDWIG said did not sit right with the fighting game community and Twitter. Trying to wrestle the microphone away from the commentator, Tyler 1 asked LUDWIG, hey, why didn't you practice your sessions, right? Why didn't you show your sessions practicing on stream? And LUDWIG responds with, it's because I like views, right? I like to get views on my streams. And almost immediately, you could tell the room was not having it. Like, oh brother, this guy stinks. Like, everybody started booing. Even the guy directing it, right, was going, boo this man. It was like, what? Why would you say that? You know, you can see like LUDWIG like immediately took it back. He's like, I'm sorry. It was just like, why that, right? Like, why that? So people started talking on Twitter, and there were a lot of camps. There were a lot of people just putting in their 2 cents on Twitter, right? I want to talk about some of the things that I've been saying. A lot of people have been saying that this is one of the reasons why the fighting game community should not expand and should not accept people. And I've been seeing that sentiment around all Twitter, and it's just like, why would you want that? Why would you want the fighting game community to not grow, you know? They want it to be niche and underground. What is this, the kumite? What is this, blood sport? You know what I mean? Just because someone said something out of pocket doesn't mean that we need to just now start excluding people. I want more people to play fighting games, because the more people that play fighting games, I personally believe with all my heart, the more fun we will have. The more great players that we will find. There could be a great player out there, but he never comes to fruition because he never learned how to play fighting games, or he never played a fighting game before, and because we excluded them from joining our community. And that doesn't sit right with me. Fighting games are wonderful, they're magnificent, and I want as many people to try them out, because fighting games are just so great. And I hate it when people say like, oh no, we should have just kept, you know, stay doing this as a niche underground thing, you know, and we should no prize pools, right? And nobody gets paid, none of that. I want to just compete for a blender. And there was that sentiment I saw. Yes, is there such thing as too much growth, such as the Saudis taking over EVO? Yes, I agree with that. But just to say that this is why we need to exclude people, it's just crazy talk to me. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Then there's also people arguing about if LUDWIG, what he said was true or not. And love it or hate it, fighting games don't get the views. And that's real. And that's what his statement is true. I mean, I love the fighting game community, but it's still a very niche part of gaming. as a whole. And what makes it worse is that the community within, you know, like the fighting game community, don't really support one another, right? And I'm not talking about me, right? Screw me and this little dumbass channel that I got here, right? But I'm talking about like channels like Sensei Luis, right? With amazing Street Fighter 6 matches, clips. He does the videos, they're amazing, they're fun to watch. He adds the music, he adds the edits, he has the combos, he has the skills. Genuine love for the game oozes out of Luis's videos. But not a lot of people, it doesn't reach a lot of people. A lot of people don't like to see those combos. A lot of people don't give it a lot of love. I understand sometimes when other channels aren't entertaining, I'm not entertaining. I mean, like, look at my streams, right? When I'm really concentrating on a fighting game and I'm focusing, all I do is just stare at the screen and grunt, right? And do a couple of the breathe heavily, right? That's what I do. And I know that's not entertaining. But channel like Luis's, channels that should have more love from the fighting game community, I don't know. So what I feel like Ludwig is saying is true, but it was a little offhanded, you know, a little offhand remark, a little slap to the face. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it generally did hurt the feelings of some people in the fighting game community. And that's okay, you can get your feelings hurt, okay? Because I understand where you're coming from, because this guy attacked the fighting game community. Fighting game that you guys like. You guys felt like the fighting game community got disrespected. So I know where you're coming from, but I don't think it was that big of a deal. I don't think that Ludwig was meaning it to be that disrespectful. He just wanted to make a comeback remark to Tyler 1. And that's the first thing that came to his head. Now, instead of people ignoring it and just, you know, letting it blow over, he already got his boos in the audience, you know. He got boos from the guy directing the whole thing. The commentator, the main commentator, right? He already got all that, right? Yeah, let's give him some flack for doing that, you know. But some people are taking it way out of proportion. And on the side note, where's the hate on Tyler 1? Where's the hate on... There should be as much hate on Tyler 1, because if you rewind the clip and if you watch the moment today, once those words come out of Ludwig's mouth, Tyler 1 agrees with him. He's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He doesn't fight it, you know what I mean? Because there's a little truth to what Ludwig is saying. I just don't think that he was thinking of the moment, you know, like it's like a little bit like a little spit on the face on people watching, right? But I don't think it was that bad. I mean, for crying out loud, the man learned like how to do regular controllers. Like he's been helping his own game, Rivals of Aether, get bigger. He used to play a lot of Smash Bros, a lot of Melee community, right? He used to bring all that to the table, and he uses his money for the fighting game community, more specifically the platform fighters, but he didn't mean no harm, right? So yeah, we should boo him, but it's nothing that deep where you have to ostracize some people. The fighting game community is big enough for all of us, but sometimes we're just too stubborn to realize it. But hey, that was my opinion. I would love to read your opinions down in the comment section below. So give me a little comments there so I could read. Also, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe, and ring that bell again. Please, I really appreciate it. We're almost at 600 subscribers. I would really like to get to 600. It would mean a lot to me. And one last thing before I go, Ludwig, fix your freaking Rivals of Aether 2, man. Please fix it. I'm doing this out of love. I want it to succeed. I just need you to fix it. Tell people to fix it. I don't know what you gotta do, but you gotta do something, please. But as always, here's the number one in the game. In my heart, stay vigilant, and see you guys next time.